me alone. Stick to something you know about.
Listen, my daughter was about your age. Then she met a guy like you. Now she's dead.
You should believe in ghosts, P-Brain.
He's a closet.
Don't hurt me, please. Don't keep me waiting for those onions, Herman.
This is all the whiskey you possess?
Everyone out of the way of the bulldozer!
Hello, and welcome to Hello, This is the Doomed Show. I'm Mr. Funny Guy, Richard, and I'm joined by my totally serious co-host, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, don't make any jokes.
Don't worry.
Okay, thank God, because I am the funny one. LOL, BRB, LMAO.
I'm the glum one.
TTFN.
Oh.
So, folks, it's another movie we're going to talk about. This time, it is a Jeffrey pick. It's a sick pick from 1988. It's called Twice Dead.
Oh, shit. I watched Twice Bitten. Start over.
I watched Moonstruck.
Moonstruck 2?
Twice Struck, Once
Twice
Bitten.
Struck. Oh.
Let's see. Let me look for the Twice Dead VHS tape. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna drop the trailer right here because this trailer is sweet. Here's the trailer for Twicky Deed.
It was a new beginning.
We're almost there, kids.
A move into a nice new neighborhood.
According to the probate report, it was built in 1926.
Where people are friendly.
Hello, Robin Kate.
Neighbors stop by. With a concerned police force.
It has to do with some old actor. Nobody's wanted to live in this place.
A lot of nonsense, really. You know, we haven't heard anything for years.
Just a little fixing up.
You know, the word is that old Tyler place is, spooked.
And it'll be a dream house for nightmares.
Have you ever considered moving out?
Twice Dead.
Videocollector.co.uk. Hook me up. Oh, that's low res. I can't read that. Somebody give me my glasses.
Squint. Improvise. Make it work.
I think his name is Mr. Billy. Okay, that's the Japanese tape. I'll have trouble reading that.
Once again, try.
Why didn't I? Yeah, I know. I'm just a coward.
I have the Blu-ray. I could read that.
No, I got it.
Okay.
This is on Blu-ray. Ooh, yeah. I have the DVD. Here we go. This is the Nelson Entertainment DVD VHS, not a DVD. Meet the Cates family. They just inherited an old, dilapidated mansion located on the wrong side of Beverly Hills. Unfortunately, this quote-unquote fixer-upper is already occupied. It's where a local street gang hangs out, and a restless ghost just hangs from the rafters. As a territorial feud erupts, the ghost of Tyler Walker decides to take sides. Tyler, a one-time actor who's been dead, I won't do that, for 50 years, has only been making local appearances in nearby mirrors. But he takes pity on the Cates' predicament and assists them in eliminating the group of prankish punks. What starts as a neighborhood battle ends up being a terrorizing tour de force, where the final curtain call is murder. Ooh. Twice Dead. 1988. Color. 91 minutes. Thriller.
That's a little thriller. No, comedy. That's a little too spoiler heavy for my tastes.
Yeah, dude, that's a lot going on there. By the way, folks, spoiler alert.
Yeah, this ghost, he's taking sides and taking hides.
I can't believe I said hides. What the fuck?
It's not wrong.
But this is from director Bill L. Dragon. and he's not dragging his ass around. He's working.
No, it's
Well, not
Bert. His
anymore.
name's Bert.
What did I say?
Bill. Come on, Bert Dragon is way better. It's Bert Dragon.
Oh, man. I'm dragging my butt around. I painted a bathroom, so I'm a little tired. We got this.
Oh,
We painted it pink.
Oh, pink.
Yeah.
I
It
love
already
it.
had pink tile because, 1949 house.
Mhm.
You don't want to change that shit.
No.
But no, the only other film that this Bert, this once referred to as Bill by me, Bert L. Dragon, his other film he directed was one I've never seen, but I know of, called Summer Camp Nightmare from 1986.
Oh, I've seen that one. It's a favorite.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's so good. I don't know if it's quite material for us on the show. It's not super duper horror.
Yeah.
But it's sort of like a like a more sociopathic Lord of the Flies at a summer camp.
All right. Well, we did do The Face with Two Left Feet, so genre is not a problem around here.
True.
It, as long as it's not too serious.
Oh, Lord, no.
That movie I know about because my coworker, he couldn't find it. It was one of those movies he loved when he was a little kid and rented a bunch of times, and I was able to hook him up with it. And I just perused the file when I got it from him. Because it's still like stuck in VHS land.
It sure is. Yeah, I've got a copy.
Wow. Let's get into this because this movie, it takes a turn, for me, because let's just say there was a point where I went, oh, because I was struggling with my 5 pages of notes here. As usual, I took too many notes. I don't know why I get crazy. Trying to figure out why you picked this. I did not because it was bad, but because it was, we'll get into that later. But this starts with a little voiceover action, which is our titular twice dead man named Tyler Walker.
Mm-hmm.
He is talking to his love, and he's like, fulfill thy love or we both die. And he's talking to his lady friend. And she obviously had too much to eat because Jeffrey, she is stuffed.
I mean, how can you ask why I would have choose this movie when like one of the main characters is a mannequin? Her name is Myrna.
Yes, she's one of the best actresses in the movie.
Yeah, she's. I mean, some call her a little wooden. I wouldn't.
Oh my god, dude! Yeah, this is in old timey times. This is like 1930s.
Well, yeah, it's we're told by a police officer who comes to Tyler's house in a little bit. He has this great line of dialogue where he says, "Unfortunate times, damn depression."
Yeah, they don't worry about not spelling it out for us immediately. What's going on? He's been selling off all these precious pieces of furniture and art or whatever in order to keep his house. And these guys are coming to arrest him for something?
Well, they're coming to evict him.
Okay.
Because the guy with the incredible fur coat has just purchased this house.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay, gotcha.
And he presumably is an ancestor of the Cates family, I would imagine. Maybe.
Yes. He's the progenitor.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, they're coming to kick him out. Tyler Walker, he is a very thin mustachioed magician. He kind of looks like Ron Mael of Sparks, if he was tiny.
Good call. Yeah, I like that.
And he totally gets Joker-fied. He stabs his mannequin in the back after dancing with her in very limp fashion. He then hangs himself. Oh no, we can't evict him. He hanged himself.
Oh man, that was gonna be hard work. Now we have to cut him down. But yeah, he does the maniacal laughter very well. And I love he's always not always, but he's dancing to frickin' Dancing in the Dark.
Mm-hmm.
Now dancing in the dark, ba-doo ba doo boo. I almost went into Strangers in the Night for a second there. That's fine.
Same song.
Oh, I didn't get to make my joke when they found him. They find that he's hung. himself from the ceiling.
Nobody expected it.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So we cut to modern times. And our family, the Cates. Speaking of hard times, speaking of Great Depressions, 1988, huh? They're having troubles. Apparently, Dad has gotten them into dire financial straits.
I want to know what he did. Are we told?
He was one of those .com millionaires.
Yeah, unfortunately, he was about a decade too soon.
But so they're saved by inheriting a funeral home / mansion, which we saw their ancestral uncle man buying in the beginning of the movie, or just fucking repossessing.
Yeah.
And as they're driving through the neighborhood, getting closer and closer to the house, bum, 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 urban renewal is happening.
Remember, this is the wrong side of Beverly Hills.
Yeah. You can tell it's bad because someone is like selling like laundry, or it's selling sheets or selling rugs or something, and there's fences. Like, I'm like, get out of there, people. It looks dangerous. Chain link fencing. Oh my God. Get out of there, Whitey. So they get to the house. Oh, let's talk about the family a little bit.
Yeah.
Because the sister, who blew my mind a little bit, she's freaking Jill Whitlow from Night of the Creeps.
Yes, she is.
Holy shit. And Porky's. God damn it.
Yeah, she's really not from much else. Night of the Creeps is the big one. I mean, she's in some other big films, but not in particularly big roles. And then she pretty much disappeared at the end of the, really the turn of the decade.
Gonna have to invent a time machine so I can go back in time and turn off the VCR when my parents are trying to watch Porky's and Porky's 2 and Porky's 3 with me when I was a kid, because it was freaking embarrassing.
Wait, you skipped Porky's 4?
Wait, that's the one where it's the little girl is the new Damien?
Yes. No, that's the one where Sam Neill is the little girl, is Damien.
Damina? Anyway, so the brother is Tom Breshnahan.
I don't know. I have no idea how to pronounce that.
I don't know, but you did it good.
He's from The Brain, which is a big one. Ed Hunt classic.
No, I still haven't seen that.
Oh, yeah, he's the main character in that one. That's a very significant role for him.
Holy shit, this looks so good.
Yeah, you should definitely see The Brain. He is also in Mirror Mirror, which I adore. Although I've
been meaning to watch that. I've never seen Mirror Mirror.
Ooh, Mirror Mirror and Mirror Mirror 2 are both great. Definitely check them out.
Nice. And the parents are also there. We got Sam Melville as Dad.
Dad sucks. Dad's real bad.
He's not good at not destroying the family.
No.
But this is Sam Melville, did a bunch of TV work: Dallas, Scarecrow and Mrs. King, A-Team, Airwolf, Dukes of Hazzard, Fantasy Island, etc., etc.
He plays a bear in the film Big Wednesday.
What is Big Wednesday?
Oh, that's the surfing movie with Gary Busey.
Oh, I've never seen this.
Oh, yeah. Big Wednesday.
Now, is this when they go surfing?
Yes, the surfing movie where they go surfing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Gary Busey, William Catt, and Jan Michael Vincent. What a power trio that is.
Ooh. Brooke Bundy, who plays Mom, she was not, I repeat, not on Married with Children, even though her name's Bundy. But she was, oh my God, 114 credits. Good Lord. Nightmare on Elm Street, Part 3, Nightmare on Elm Street, Part 4. They took clips of her and used it in the Fat Boys Are You Ready for Freddy music video.
Are you familiar with who that character is? Elaine from 3 and 4?
Not off the top of my head at all.
Me neither. Yeah. Who is a crossover character between? Oh, well, she must be involved with the hospital.
I guess. Man, that's so bad. Simon and I did that whole series. Just gone out of my brain. Just flew out of my brain. More importantly, she was science teacher in the creepy movie Explorers.
Ooh.
Where the kid is romancing a freaking alien. Oops, spoiler alert. God, that was Ethan Hawke? Holy shit. Unfortunately, we have a kitty in this movie. Kitties are great, but his kitty is marked for certain doom. But Robin is very much in love with her kitty, and she's drawing her cat, which is awesome. I love drawing portraiture of my furry babies.
Is the kitty just named Kitty?
I think she calls its name, and I cannot recall what it was.
Okay.
That would be awesome if it was just Kitty.
Well, the thing about Robin is she seems a bit slow. Like she's not very like sharp or with it. And, I think this is a problem for the whole family. They seem to court these problems. And they like fall asleep when they're, here's another thing that I love in movies that we cover, which is when characters are in mortal danger and fall asleep. Like, and I think it's because none of them are smart enough to know or to like fully understand the situation that they're in.
Not so much. They get to the house, the mansion, and the Lost Boys are sitting on the fucking porch. And we got immediately our pal Crip pulls out a switchblade, and they're being real threatening. And Dad says, "Scotty, go get the shotgun." Oh my god! But yeah, let's look at our gang here. We got Jonathan Chapin. Everyone loves him as good old Mike in Halloween 5. He was Tina's awesome boyfriend. Mm-hmm. By awesome, I mean a total nightmare. But you know what? Tina made good choices, so we can't falter too much. We got a guy named Silk, who I wrote down as Zip about 5,000 times in my notes. So if I call Silk Zip, it's because I wrote down Zip. This is Christopher Burgard.
Yeah, Christopher Burgard is doing his best. Well, he's halfway between, because you're right. I mean, they've got total Lost Boys vibes, and he's got the hair for it. He's very much trying to be David from Lost Boys. But at the same time, he's also a lot like Tim Van Patten in Class of 1984.
Ooh,
That's
true.
Yeah.
Yes.
This film fits perfectly in that subgenre of like punk gangs from the 80s films, which I just adore completely, because it's like a total ragtag group of people who would not hang out together.
No,
they're just like different variations of what culture thought punks were.
Yep. They're gonna be like overly violent in any situation, and stuff that would land them in frickin' not just juvenile hall, but like probably in the electric chair.
Definitely. And the cops will always be like, well, nothing we can do, just a bunch of kids.
This dude was in a movie I enjoyed very much called Sinjanor or Sinjanor from 1990. It was a sequel to... The director made like a proto version of his own movie.
Yeah. Like
he remade it later. I'm trying to remember what it was called. Scared to Death. Oh my god. There's a movie from 1980 called Scared to Death. It's a sci-fi horror movie with a synthetic creature that kills people. It was a William Malone movie. And then somebody somehow took the same monster and then made Sinjanor in like 8 years later. Mm-hmm. And I've heard, they're totally, it's supposed to be the same beast. Okay. But I don't know how the films are related other than the word Sinjanor and the creature's the same. Okay. I can't figure out. Maybe it was the special effects guy? I don't fucking know. I'm glad I took us down that tangent. Let's see who else is in. We got a guy named Stoney who's in the gang. Mm-hmm. We got the heavy gentleman, the large guy named Melvin, who is the most pleasing character.
To whom?
To driving motorcycles up the vaginas of fake women. He's got issues. You should look into that. I think he's got a problem. But yeah, this is Travis McKenna, who's a bunch of frickin' movies, and he sometimes plays. He played a character named Bubba in the Dukes of Hazzard reunion. He played a guy named Brad Pitt in Step by Step, the TV show. I like that.
I just the other day bought the first 4 seasons of Step by Step.
Nice. Good on you. He was in Dead Women in Lingerie. I've actually seen this.
He played Fat Clown in Batman Returns.
Wow. Now that's a career-making move right there. We got Jolene Lutz as Candy. I had a lot of trouble trying to get her name because I just kept waiting for someone to say her name. I wrote her down. I wrote her down as Gang Girl until someone finally said her frickin' name.
This movie has a problem with erasing girl gang members.
That's right. They don't have their own personality. Anyway, so the cops show up and, kind of scare these guys off. Crip, our buddy, who just has immediately fallen in love with Robin, he just keeps staring at her throughout the movie and going, beautiful, beautiful. But the cop sees him checking out freaking Robin and he goes, she's not your type, Crip. She hasn't murdered anybody yet.
I feel like there's a big before yet.
Yeah. And also, how does the cop know his type? That's a little different. The cops watch these gangs take off and go, bunch of animals.
I think the cop has looked at Crip's Tinder profile. That's how. Yeah.
I'm really into girls who have murdered people. So go inside, and the house is completely trashed. Scotty immediately sees the ghost of Tyler in the mirror. But that's okay because Scotty likes pizza.
He loves pizza. It's like his Achilles heel.
Dude, especially when it's freaking drugged. But he gets all the choices that the shady side of Beverly Hills has to offer, and he chooses pizza. Whatever.
It's the safest bet.
What's that?
It's the safest bet.
Yeah. Do you ever have a Gumby pizza? There used to be in Tampa a place called Gumby's Pizza. It was terrible.
No.
Yep.
Was this a chain?
I think so. Or it was just a shitty Tampa place.
Yeah. I've never heard of this before.
We had 5 Star. That was another shitty place we had. Yeah,
no.
They're terrible. I think they're gone now. I hope they're gone. These were places that made Little Caesars look classy.
See, we've got Little Caesars, Domino's, Papa John's, Pizza Hut. We got those chains. I've never heard of these other ones.
We got Marco's. Marco's is okay.
Marco's. What?
Yeah, this might be regional chains.
They might be regional.
There's some things you should know about Gumby's Pizza.
You can order as late as you want because Gumby's is open late every day.
Keep your spare change. Gumby's accepts checks and credit cards on delivery orders.
You'll love Gumby's Pokey Sticks, pepperoni rolls, and chicken wings. Plus, our pizza is fresh made to order with 100% natural ingredients.
Wash your food down with ice-cold Pepsi products. Gumby's makes your need to chow down effortless.
Get your best deals at Gumby'sPizza.com.
Order an extra-large 3-topping pizza for just $10.99.
Scotty hears sounds and goes exploring, and he finds a locked room. And he's whacking away at that door. He's just whacking it. But then when he gives up, the door creaks open, letting him in. Don't just be nice. Be nice.
Whisper to the door.
This is the room where all the magic happened. And
literally.
The noose is still swinging from the ceiling, and we've got a little actually, it's not an altar yet, but I think Scotty's going to take all of the Tyler Walker memorabilia and make an altar later. You got to worship your idols. And then he opens the door. He opens the door, and the mannequin falls out. Myrna. It's like, hello, Scotty. I'm yours now.
I cannot believe that the man in the incredible fur coat did not sell Myrna and the noose. Why would you just leave these perfectly good items?
Tyler Walker fan club, man.
Yeah.
There's a poster of Tyler the actor, and I kept thinking he was a film actor, but no, he was just a stage actor. He wasn't ready for the talkies yet. So the next day at school, I'm very confused as to what kind of a school this is. because Scotty is taking a special effects makeup class, and Robin is taking some vague science or biology class where she's dissecting frogs.
Dissecting live frogs, by the way, that have just been chloroformed.
Yes, the chloroform and the special effects makeup are going to be very important later. Little did I know. Like, I had a feeling that the special effects thing was going to be important, but like, are they in college?
I don't think so. They're high schoolers. This you know, they just do things differently in Beverly Hills. But yes, no, everything is telegraphed far in advance in this film. This is real, like, screenwriting 101. Like, right after this, we're going to get Chekhov's frayed electric blanket cord coming up. Like, everything. Even the pizza, in some ways, is foreshadowed, is it
true,
not?
That's true. I love it. No surprises. I don't want any surprises. Oh, boy. Scotty takes a moment to shoot some b-ball with our friend Petey. And this Petey is played by none other than Todd Bridges.
I love Petey.
Of what you call it, Different Strokes fame.
Mm-hmm.
Which nothing says child actor nightmare quite like the trilogy of main kid actors from Different Strokes. Man, I think about them a lot. It's sad.
Petey is great. I think Petey is the unsung hero of this movie.
Oh, he's great. You know, till he dies. But so they start playing some basketball. Crip is sneaking up because the whole gang, of course, just shows up. And Crip, again, says to Robin, beautiful. And they start to shove each other and get in each other's faces. And Melvin calls Petey some jambone motherfucker. Is that a slur?
I don't know. I
hope not,
I wrote that down with like, what does that mean?
I'm not going to look it up because I want to just believe it's not. It's like some slang they made just for the movie.
It's apparently a hand that you can play in euchre.
Oh.
So
See,
I don't know.
Do the hand jive.
Weird.
A fight breaks out. And Scotty and Robin escape on a motorbike, which I was like, what? Whose motorbike? Oh, that was Melvin's motorbike. And
yes.
Right before they escape, someone yells, yeah, it's payback time. And I wrote in my notes, who the fuck yelled that? Who's got payback what?
That was us. We were yelling it.
So the kids get back home and they park the bike out front. And of course, Melvin is very upset to find his bike in front of their house.
I mean, again, speaking to my theory here of them not being particularly bright, this is the worst plan you could possibly have. I'm stealing the bike and I'm leaving it right in front of my house just to remind you that I stole it and that this is where I live.
Well, you know, you're marked anyway because Crip loves you, so there is no escape from Crip. They're having some trouble with the power at the house, so Mom sends our boy Scotty down to check the fuses, and he finds something important, very important for this movie. And Mom and Sis are upstairs, like, listening to this weird sound. What is that? What is that sound? And then all of a sudden a door opens and ba-ba, it's Scotty in a dumbwaiter, which, pretty advanced. It's an electric elevator dumbwaiter. It's not just a rope and pulley bullshit. This is
true.
Some fancy stuff.
Pre-depression money built this thing.
That's right. The best thing that your stage career can buy. So Scotty is fawning over his Tyler altar. He now has, like a lot of us do, we have a Tyler Walker altar with our posters and our mannequins.
Listen, he's trying to start a fan club.
Dude, a lot of people nowadays struggle with socializing, and this is just one avenue you should explore.
He wants to make friends at school. This is how he's going to do it.
That night, Scotty gets Freddy Kruegered by some rope. The noose apparently is loose. The noose is loose, and it wraps around him, and his parents come in and go, "Boy, you must have had some nightmare getting tangled up in that rope like that."
he says to his parents, "It's just puberty."
Are you serious?
No.
Is that what he says?
No.
That would have been great. See, you should write this.
I should have written this.
Oh, well, you were young. So, the next night, Scotty's at the library, and holy shit, Petey works at the library. And he gets him all the info on that Tyler Walker house.
He gets him what he calls some spicy history. Because he says that the Tyler place, and I love this, is quote-unquote spooked.
And he's like, yeah, I bet some Addams family freaking moved in there. And he's like, and then Scotty tells him, oh, I actually, that was my family that moved in. Wah, wah. And he discovers that there's a rumor that Tyler and their great aunt, Myrna, had an illegitimate kid together. So Tyler was so in love with their aunt that he has a mannequin of her because she went and married somebody else.
This is always happening to amateur actors and magicians.
Yeah. It's like that never works out.
No.
Robin sees Tyler in the mirror that night, and she wakes up and she goes looking for her cat, and unfortunately the kitty is nailed to the door. Boo.
Well, that's how you win a girl's heart.
Yep. So she gets attacked by ghouls in Halloween masks, and because these guys are wearing masks, it will free them from any persecution of any crimes that they might have committed on this night.
Listen, it was just a bunch of ghoulies. We can't find ghoulies.
Every October, crimes happen and we can't solve them.
So I'll tell you that
ghost wake.
Oh, I wanted to tell you that on the Blu-ray, the Blu-ray is taken from the only film print that Scream Factory could find. And there's one scene in the film, and it's actually this scene where they could not find the actual film elements. It wasn't included in the print, so they had to use a video source instead. And it looks amazing because it's like right after she comes out and she sees the cat, and then they're all just sort of hanging out on the porch in their masks, and it cuts to this lower grade video footage. Videotape that looks so trippy, and it's actually kind of spooky. It kind of adds to it, honestly. And it only lasts 20 seconds under that even, and then switches back to film. So
okay, because I have the DVD that's the double feature with The Evil, and I don't think mine switches to that. It might just skip that shot.
Maybe.
Yeah, I want to see that. That's cool. While she's being menaced by Crip and Zip, aka Silk, the ghost wakes up Scotty by shaking his bed to wake him up. Scotty hears the ruckus outside, gets up, wakes up Dad, and they all run out there with the shotgun. Before Dad comes out, though, Scotty gets the shit kicked out of him by the gang. He's a good fighter. That night, after the gang is scared off, Scotty thanks the poster, and the poster says, "No problem, kid. Happy to be of service. I really like your sister. Wow, 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 wow.
Wow, wow-wee."
So Robin is telling the cops about what happened, and they're like, these guys were wearing masks. They're freaking, what do you call it? Criminal masterminds. She shows them portraits. She draws portraits of each of the gang members, and the cop is like, that's no help.
What are you gonna do? You want us to arrest Frankenstein's monster?
Oh, God. It's so good. So later, Dad is trying to teach Scotty how to shoot, but Scotty hates guns. So Dad does that old trick of questioning his son's masculinity, which inspires Scotty to take the shotgun and shoot up a car at the junkyard.
Are you even my son, or are you just a sissy?
And just to plant this firmly in the 80s, Scotty says, I guess it's open season on Japanese imports. I wanted him to look at the camera and be like, remember that movie where the guys had to work with the Japanese to sell more cars? Wasn't that crazy? The movie with Michael Keaton? But he didn't do that.
I don't remember the name of that movie, but I know what movie you're talking about. What's it called?
Japanese car movie.
No.
Something's in it. Guy's in it. It's a movie.
It's okay. Everybody knows what movie we're talking about.
The parents have to go back to their home. Oh, wait.
What home?
Yes, they have to go back to Boulder, Colorado to save the frickin' house. And to save, well, just themselves from financial ruin. I guess I wrote in my notes, to save them from more
financial ruin.
Sure. Scotty is working on his hearse, trying to get this hearse that, because of course, the house, after it got bought by their frickin' uncle, he turned it into a funeral home, which is why there's a hearse and frickin' coffins in the basement. So he's been working on this hearse, and the ghost helps him get it running again.
Thanks.
The gang shows up and taunts Robin because Crip looks at her and goes, "Beautiful." Then a car chase ensues as they try to take off in this frickin' hearse. And the Crip pops in some sick metal, bro, to inspire them.
Oh, yeah.
I think I wrote down the bands. I meant to write down the bands. They were like White Lightning and White something. Let's see if it has the soundtrack. Oh, yeah, it does. It does. There's a couple metal bands. Let's see. One's called White Lightning, a.k.a. White Sister.
What?
And the other one's called Wildcats, which I guess isn't like white, but it's White Cats, a.k.a. Sorcery. How did they get that credit?
Why do both of these bands have two names?
Oh, okay. White Lightning was also known as White Sister. Wildcats was known as Sorcery.
Yes.
I am confused.
What is going on? Which one of them did the Twisted theme song? Did one of them do it or somebody else?
No, it was another band called Poor Saint Christopher.
Oh, that's a great name.
That's beautiful. Yeah. Oh, by the way, folks, this film has a freaking theme song.
Yeah.
You know, Gyrojets has two names. Our other name is Jarge. That's the code name for our band, is for fans from Gyrojets. Just call us Jarge.
And your third name, upcoming, White Dead.
We're trying to get White Lightning, but the band might not let us have it. Oh my god! I mean, it would just be like pasty White Lightning for me. I don't go out in the sun much. In order to lose the gang in their car, Scotty has Robin drive while he jumps in the back, and he flings a freaking coffin out at them, and the gang crashes their car on the train tracks, and freaking Silk, aka Zip, stand there, and he and Crip just stare menacingly, and I'm like, maybe get your car off the train tracks there. Like that could be a thing.
It's a miracle no one died.
That would have been really bad if the gang had died. Then the movie would be over.
It would be even worse because there's only one coffin.
Oh no!
Well, they could share. There's probably some like unresolved feelings between them. That's fine. That's why you join a gang, to meet lovers.
So you're saying it's like a clown coffin?
God help me, yes. Be buried in a clown coffin. I don't want to be alone. Oh boy. So that night, of course, we get more of Crip watching Robin, her silhouette, her sexy silhouette from the yard, from her window. And he's like, beautiful.
Man, I mean, Jonathan Chapin, when he got the script for this, he must have just been like, yes, I can just go back to bed. I've got this.
Candy is very upset that he doesn't want her. She says about Robin, she says, she's just a little girl. Crip frickin' yells at her and then decides he's going to break in. So he breaks in the house, sneaks into Robin's room, and Robin has a knife in her throat. The rest of the gang shows up. They're arguing in the street, and they all decide, let's fucking do this. And they break into the house. The door before they break in, the door opens and a creepy voice invites them in. So Melvin decides to drive his motorbike straight into the frickin' front door. Oh boy. There's a figure waving a flashlight at him, which makes him mad. So he charges this person with the flashlight, and there's a rope pulled taut across the living room, which catches him in the throat. It's amazing.
Where was Melvin raised? A motorcycle barn?
He doesn't know about the carcinogens that those freaking motorcycles kick out. And then Zip, Stoney, and Candy all go inside. They split up. And of course, Tyler Walker's signature tune, Dancing in the Dark, starts playing.
Menacing.
Love it. And she finds... there's a red spotlight in Tyler Walker's room. And the red spotlight is on the record player, and she lifts open the lid, and there's freaking Melvin's big old head spinning around on the record.
Oh, Melvin heads do some really bad damage to your needle. Don't recommend placing them there.
Yes, listen to the Melvins on your record player, not Melvin's head.
Yeah,
it's not good.
I can see why you're confused, but they are different things.
Yep. So now it's Silk, aka Zip's turn, but no Melvin head this time. But instead, he finds the lady mannequin, and what is this? What the hell does my notes say? Finds the lady mannequin and girl gang's body holding her own severed head.
Yeah.
But Jeffrey, this was all a gag. This was all a setup.
Mm-hmm.
A wildly impossible, elaborate setup.
That involves a whole lot of quick molding of heads and fabricating of bodies and clothes, and of course a lot of smuggling of chloroform.
Yes, well, remember, our buddy Robin had drawn portraits of all of the gang, so she had been spending the weeks between the beginning when this movie started and now sculpting heads just in case this shit happened.
And she went on later to design the Ghoulies from this film series Ghoulies.
Oh,
yeah,
good for her. So then frickin' Silk, aka Zip, gets knocked out in the dumbwaiter, and then frickin' Scotty puts a makeup appliance on him on his crotch, which will come up later. Very important.
Talk. Girl talk, talking about Dateline. The game of Girl Talk. Dateline. It's a great new game of. What's she gonna say? It's a game of. What's he gonna do? It's a game of. Tell me, can you go?
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Girl Talk Dateline, the game about the two things girls like best, talking on the phone and...
I'd love to go.
Boys!
New Dateline, from the makers of Girl Talk.
Twice dead.
1, 2, 3 dead.
I counted them. So he applies a makeup appliance to our buddy Zip / Silk.
It's your typical dick burster.
Stoney finds him. Stoney finds Silk, and right then a prehistoric chicken penis monster jumps out of Silk's crotch, and this makes Stoney run and jump out the fucking window. It's so good, and the slow-mo is so nice that it has that little flicker effect from the camera being cranked at a different speed, and you get those. Oh, it's so funny. Oh my god. Okay, Jeffrey, this is confession time. This is why I was confused as to why you picked this movie. Up until here, now, there was some weird stuff in the dialogue. And I was like, okay, this is a little different. But this setup with this gang is so generic and so, like, by the numbers, like, escalation of shit happening, and, like, oh, this is going to get real, But then it takes this turn. And this is not the only turn this movie takes. This is the first turn where the movie's letting you know anything is possible. Because this shit blew my mind. Middle of the movie. This is not the fucking, like, I guess it's not the middle, but it's far into the movie before they bust out the splatter gore effects. Oh my god.
Bust out the Penisaurus. So yeah, the movie starts like a class of 1984. It starts like the New Kids. I think that's what it's the closest to.
Yeah.
And then it moves into a very different territory where, for one, we have the sort of tables turned in a very humorous way here. But that still kind of fits into that mold because we know that they're going to get it back 10 times worse. But then when they do, it goes in that very wild direction that we will get to momentarily.
Nice. After this experience, frickin' bro and sis are they're bonding. It's very cute. And they're like congratulating each other, patting each other on the back, like, man, we nailed this shit. And it's just so good. The next morning, Melvin is in a dumpster, it's just sound asleep, dreaming pleasant Melvin dreams. And then he gets dumped into a garbage truck, presumably. It's a little confusing.
I mean, that's how I wake up every morning, so this is not particularly strange.
You're like...
I've never seen myself represented in film before, so this was nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Not since Ghoulies.
Not since Ghoulies, when the ghoulie came out of the toilet on the poster.
You bit him in the ass. Our pal Silk, a.k.a. Zip, wakes up cuddling with his own chicken, and it scares him.
Yeah, you ever just wake up and you get scared by your own Penisaurus?
Yes. Freaking Candy's in the car. She's locked in the car, and he's trying to get her to open the door, and she freaks out when she sees his chicken dick, but then she just starts laughing at him, and he's trying to, like, remove it, and it just looks really obscene.
Because he's just slamming it against the window of the car. And she says, what are you doing? Beating it off?
She calls it a Penisaurus. Meanwhile, Scotty is having a little heart-to-heart with his Tyler Walker poster. And we find out that Aunt Myrna died in an asylum. And I guess this makes the Tyler Walker poster sad. And then that night, there's a
if
pizza.
If these posters could talk.
Yeah. That night, they're hanging out with Petey. Petey's like, hey, remember I'm in this movie? I gotta be back on set. I gotta be back on set to whatever show I'm doing now.
And
a pizza delivery guy shows up, and but he's in on it, man. He brings them free pizza, a carton of soda, which I've never seen in any film. They actually don't bring them a bottle of soda. He brings a carton of soda. That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life.
That's just how they do it on the wrong side of Beverly Hills.
On the wrong side of the tracks.
I do have to correct something, though, because even though he's about to, like, scam them with drugged pizza...
Yes.
It is not free. He charges them $5.
Oh, that's right, because the whole thing was, he's like, this is the last of my rounds. I'll give you a deal, bro. And while they're talking and making this deal, he slips some gum in the lock of the front door, so the door won't be locked.
Mm-hmm.
So outside, Petey's like, I gotta get out of here. So he leaves, even though he spends his last minutes on Earth warning these two idiots that they have escalated the situation with the gang.
Mm-hmm.
So he leaves, and the gang who's waiting outside sees him, gives chase, and fucking kills Petey. Like, they brought him back in the movie just long enough to kill him.
They run him over.
And the one guy says, he's dead. And then I think it might be Silk who says, you gotta choose your friends wisely.
And then Crip says, beautiful.
Just looking at the freaking corpse. So Scotty eats the stupid ass drugged pizza like a stupid idiot. And of course, you know, the gang is in the house. They're back in their old hangout.
Wait, so I mean, I think we do have to at least consider the possibility that the pizza was not drugged. It just makes him sleepy. Like, oh, my tummy's all full. I go to sleep now.
Bless his heart, it's full of tryptophan. So it's turkey pizza. Scotty had this whole thing. His dad was trying to make sure he had the shotgun at all times since the parents weren't home. So Scotty reaches for the trusty shotgun, but he's too scared to, blow frickin' Zip away. And of course, Crip has Robin hostage, and they're threatening to kill good old Scotty. So Robin's like, I'll do anything you want. And Crip's like, yo, you heard that? All right, we're done here. Leave him alone. We're done here. I'm going to take this woman who just said she'll do anything I want upstairs. But Crip is having a little change of personality here. Like, Crip seems a little different.
He's
in the house.
All of a sudden growing a pencil-thin mustache.
Yeah. He's wearing a freaking tuxedo for one thing. He just found the Tyler Walker special, one size fits all.
He's speaking more than one word.
Yeah,
everything's changing for Crip.
They should have had a shot of him finding that tux, but whatever, it's fine. It wouldn't make the movie any less strange.
I would honestly prefer like a Paul Naschy werewolf transition, where like he just grows the tux.
Whoa! Oh my God, that's in the fan edit. Bring back the tux cut. I don't know. Did we make this joke? Did we make a Snyder cut joke last time? Oh,
bring back Zack Snyder's tux cut.
Man, you know what it's called? It's called Twitter. It's what's happening. So, good old Crip takes Robin upstairs. Scotty gets handcuffed to a chair, and Melvin uses this time to drive his motorbike up the crotch of Aunt Myrna's stuffed likeness.
Yeah, and let's say Ghost Tyler Walker is very displeased with this behavior.
He no like it. So that's when the mirror shatters. Upstairs, Crip gives his earrings to Robin. He's somewhat creepy in this sequence. And he tells her about the earrings. They were always yours. Sure.
I was just holding on to them for you.
Oh, thank you. There's a gang couple who are going to go make out in the house. These two characters slipped into the movie so, easily.
They're like auxiliary gang members.
Right. They're not real committed to the whole home invasion thing, but they're gonna use someone's bed, probably their parents' bed, to have sex on.
But one of them is quite famous, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I recognized him immediately. He's listed as just gang member. I guess he doesn't have a name. He's Raymond Cruz, and he's been in 90 things, including a bunch of big things like Alien Resurrection, Under Siege, Clear and Present Danger. Yeah,
that's brilliant.
He's still working today.
Good for him.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those actors you just recognize.
Yeah, he's got his girlfriend is I believe his girlfriend is named Tammy, and she was in she's Charlie Spradling. She was in The Blob, Wild at Heart, The Doors, not Interview with a Vampire, To Sleep with a Vampire. Was she the main girl in that?
Nina.
Holy shit, have you seen To Sleep with a Vampire?
I have not. Looks
it's
good.
Fucking horrible.
Oh.
Holy shit. Wow. It is one of the we didn't make it to the 90s so good movies. Like, it feels like an old script that was sitting around for a while. And dude, it's just long sequences of her stripping.
Well, I'll definitely be watching this.
And
it's a Concord movie too. Oh boy.
Yeah. The lead guy is the worst actor. Like, bless his heart. I can't tell if he's not trying or trying super hard to be this ageless, bitter, crusty old vampire who's just gonna turn this stripper into a vampire, I guess. Dude.
Okay.
Let me know what you think. I hated it.
Sure. I can't wait.
Woo. And I don't hate a lot of stuff. I'm not like, this sucks. But that was bad.
She's also in Twin Peaks.
Oh, jeez.
She plays the character Swabby in season 1, episode 3. I have no idea who that is.
Man. See, Simon and I covered that too. Don't remember Swabby.
And she was in Wild at Heart as well, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, man. Love it. The couple's up there, getting cozy in the parents' bed, and we cut to Stoney and Candy playing with the dumbwaiter, and it looks like Candy's about to get her head cut off, but instead, Stoney gets it with the dumbwaiter.
Crushed.
Yes. And then the ghost forces Melvin off of his bike and then kills him with his own motorbike. Et tu, Kawasaki?
This all happens very quickly, by the way, too.
Dude, we're in the home stretch of this fucking crazy shit. So that's when Crip is obviously possessed, and he's making frickin' Robin dance with him in the dark. They're dancing in the dark. And then we see Tina and Tammy and whoever, the guy from all those movies. They're having sex, but then he gets electrocuted, which is amazing because he doesn't conduct electricity, or so we think, because as he's getting electrified by the lamp or whatever, she is enjoying herself, like really loving like this whole electrified scene here. But it does turn out that she was being electrocuted too, so they both die.
Yeah, but they had a really great orgasm as it was happening.
Yes, and that's all you can really hope for in this life.
My favorite part is that like they were already sweaty, so that was helping conduct some electricity. But the thing that really sealed the deal was they spilled their 40 ounces. And that just added the necessary lubrication.
That's right. They poured one out for their dead homies, and that sealed their fates.
Well, they were the dead homies, ironically.
Pouring one out for themselves. Hey, man, life is short. We might die soon.
Pour one out for me.
Silk finds good old Stoney's head crushed in the dumbwaiter, not pleased. He goes after Scotty with an axe. And then the cops come, and there's a magical shotgun trick by the ghost. And this scene was, like, shockingly violent. So the cops have come, and Silk is trying to, like, basically turn himself in, like, I give up. But the ghost is forcing him to point the shotgun at the cops. And then before the cops shoot him, though, he just turns the shotgun to himself and blows his own brains out. And based on the special effects stuff, I thought this was going to be really, really disgusting. I thought like we were going to have a head vaporized here, but no, just it's still disturbing when he blows the back of his head off. But man,
yeah. And then we get some real good Twitch acting from Silk as as the camera lingers and he passes into the unknown.
It's brutal. His death and frickin' Stoney's death are the most like, oh shit, that's fucked up. I love it. Tone problems. We need it. Crip wakes up in time because he's about to recreate the night where our pal actor Walker Man stabbed his own mannequin in the back, but just before he's about to stab Robin, he like presses the button and his switchblade stops being a freaking knife and just, pretend stabs her.
Well, I thought it was the ghost doing that because the blade like falls out. I don't think it sucks back in. Doesn't it fall out? Which is weird.
See, I couldn't tell if it was the ghost doing it or him coming to the realization, I don't want to kill this lady.
See, I think he's gone. For some reason, the ghost just like really seems to be on their side. Remember, I mean, he's taking sides and hides.
Sorry, I was yawning. I don't know. We're on video for each other because we're sick and creepy like that. We like to look at each other while we're talking. But I was like making a face apparently of me yawning and laughing at the same time. So. After he doesn't stab Robin, then our pal Crip gets hung by the old noose. They got to cut that thing down, man.
It's a real hazard.
Scotty checks on Robin, and she wakes up and goes, I had an awful, awful dream.
Yeah, sure.
The next day, the cops. The next day, Mom and Dad are home from their Colorado trip, and Dad is super skeptical about everything that happened while they were gone. It's freaking hilarious. He totally blames drugs for all of these horrific deaths that occurred in their house, including a couple who's killed in their own bed.
He's like, it seems reasonable. There were drugs, alcohol. There's
a logical explanation for everything.
He also says, well, it's a good thing that they're all dead. It saves me the trouble.
Yes, what a tough guy. Man, I got chills when he said that line. Well, imagine that movie. Oh, boy. So outside, Scotty meets Tammy out by the street. Tammy's not wearing her girl gang outfit anymore. She's dressed like a prep.
This is like one day, right?
Yeah, this is the next day. She's decided to turn a new leaf. Good for her. I was actually glad she didn't get gotten. I liked her.
Yeah.
So she hands him a notebook full of information about Crip's lineage, because apparently she was friends with him the most. Like maybe she had a crush on him. I'm not sure, but it has the info dump that Crip's father was Tyler and Myrna's illegitimate son.
This is what we call lore.
Man, yeah, that's the Bible of the movie. Is that what's what she brought him?
If this was successful, we would have gotten that in the prequel.
Oh my God, and that's the thing. Where's the sequel to this good stuff here? God knows it's going to set one up. We got Robin and Scotty in the hearse driving along, and we get a stinger where good old Tyler Walker jumps out of the frickin' coffin and gets her, but it was a dream stinger. And Scotty walks in like, it's okay, sis, it was just a dream, it's all right. And he takes her down to the kitchen, I guess, to get her some warm milk or something. But there, stabbed in her pillow, is that knife. And then we see our pal Crip in the mirror, dressed like a zombie version of Tyler Walker.
Going, ha 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 ha.
Oh, and that's the end, man. Woo.
Beautiful.
God, this movie, dude. And then we get the theme song. We get the frickin' Twice Dead theme song.
Twice Dead.
God, dude. I'm sorry I took too many notes, but I think it all worked out.
It's all good.
We covered it, and we're basically the greatest podcast that ever covered Twice Dead.
I mean, this is a movie of much growth. We died twice while watching it.
Yes,
we see
it.
What's his face? Scott gets validated by his father, who calls him a true hero because he may or may not have killed all of these punks. He's even called a hero. There's a great moment at the end where his dad says, like, "You're a hero," and Scott just says, "Petey was the only hero," which I agree. There's only one hero in this movie, and his name is Petey.
Dude, yeah. What a what a freaking, cheated him so bad. It's so stupid. But, that's like, was it Carlton, the dude who played Carlton, showing up in, from, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, showing up in Ticks. Like, apparently it was a thing where these TV shows would kind of loan out their stars to do like little movies. As movies. As a little hey, we'll get this guy out of here for a few days. We need a break from freaking Todd Bridges.
Different Strokes is off the air by then. They've been off for a couple. Yeah, it ended in 86.
Oh God.
And this is 88, right? Wow. So I don't think he was on a show then.
No, he was just making his way in the world.
This is his first thing right after Different Strokes. Wow.
He took a couple years off.
Sadly, this did not launch him into super fame.
He could have been a ghost in the second movie if they made Twice Dead 2, Twice Deader. Oh. And he could have been the ghost helping out the kids.
Oh my goodness.
That could have been great. That could have been amazing. Let's see if there's any trivia on this beautiful film. Let's see. It says in the trivia, it says Todd Bresnahan, our Scotty buddy, he did almost all of his own stunts.
Ooh. Fancy. fancy.
Oh, God. Cast as siblings, Tom Bresnahan and Jill Whitlow tried to suppress their attraction during filming, but they wound up dating after production wrapped.
I mean, this is a film that has like a weird energy between them on screen, like brother-sister energy. Like there are films that do this with siblings who are very close in age and teenagers that it is not quite so creepy as this one is.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of stroking and like waking up, like comforting each other after one wakes up. It's a little much.
Yeah. Dude, I'm ready. I got some trivia here that's going to blow your mind. You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
The title song, credited to the band Poor St. Christopher, was written and performed by Christopher Burgard, a.k.a. Silk, a.k.a. Zip, the gang leader, with backing vocals provided by Tom Bresnahan.
Are you kidding?
That's what it says.
That is so
in the
cool.
freaking trivia, dude.
Oh my gosh. All right. So, I mean, you are playing this song right now.
I'm going to play it in the hopes that it's not like on record somewhere. Like hopefully there's not some freaking CD Baby account that has.
Listen, that's the only way Christopher Burgard is making money these days is from the royalties on that song. So.
I'll totally play it. Let's chance it. Let's see what happens. So Jeffrey, how do you like this one?
Oh, I adore it. It's such a novel concept. For one, it's a home invasion movie, kind of after like the 70s home invasion movies were a thing. Into the 80s here, and before obviously they've really picked back up in the last decade or so. But it's a home invasion movie with a twist because the gang is home invading a haunted house and the fucking haunted house spooks them. It spooks them real good. I love everything about this movie. I agree that it is somewhat by the numbers in the beginning, but I love those numbers. And then when it makes the turn, I just could not be more pleased. It is equal parts goofy and I think suspenseful. Like one of the reasons why I love these sort of gang movies is that the suspense is always pretty visceral. It's like, what the fuck are they gonna do? This gang of weird assorted ruffians. There's just no stopping them. Well, there is stopping them, and it just takes a Depression era actor and magician to do it. So yeah, this is a great film. I want to eat it with a sleepy pizza pie and drift off into chloroform-induced nightmares.
A chloroform pizza.
How do you like this one, Richard?
Oh, I love it. I was literally making a list of films I wanted to watch in the coming year because there's always these little weird like, when did I buy that? Why haven't I watched that? What the hell is this movie in your collection? And one of the movies I wrote on that list was Twice Dead. I was definitely going to watch Twice Dead, knowing nothing about it other than what I saw on the cover and saw, oh, Todd Bridges is in it. Whatever, I'll watch this. And we were throwing some titles back and forth about what should we watch or what should we cover? What should we cover? And you asked about Twice Dead. I was like, well, that's it. That's what we're doing because I was just going to watch it. But yeah, I love this. I can't wait to show this to somebody. My pal Jason he's like the perfect mark for movies like this because I always tell him, okay, here's what we're going to watch. Don't look it up on your phone. He always looks shit up on his phone. I'm like, no, stop it. So this one, I'm going to just spring on him at the last second and just tell him, oh man, it's just this amazing movie. It's like super intense thriller, dude. Like, oh man. And then just watch his face as it slowly begins to freaking unfold before him. But yeah, the by the numbers stuff was just me searching. Cause folks, every time Jeffrey picks a movie, it is insane. And this one just wasn't kicking in quite yet. And then the little details are fun. Now that I'm looking back on them, I'm like, all this shit's crazy. All this is weird. But man, as soon as the frickin' special effects came into play with Scotty and his sister teaming up, because it's kind of intimated that she's sort of responsible for like the tubing of the setting up of the blood, like the actual mechanism that splatters the blood. But Scotty's the one who put too much blood in.
Scotty.
And I'm like, oh, I love it. But no, this was a madcap, bonkers fucking movie. I'm really curious to see that scene you're talking about with the Blu-ray, the one they had to restore from the VHS.
Yeah, I was looking at it, and it was like a standard def source, so it looks slightly strange, and it gives like a really surreal quality to this post kitten killing, terrorizing scene.
Yeah, luckily it was a fake cat, but that if you don't like animal violence in movies, even if you don't like stage stuff, even if you can't handle that scene might be a deal breaker for some folks, because it ain't good.
I mean, it's a fake cat that looks worse than the Salem cat from Sabrina the Teenage Witch. And I'm talking about the sitcom here.
Oh, it's like when Leanna and I were watching Sleepwalkers, and they had all those dead cats hanging from the tree. And I was like, oh, that's messed up, dude. Look at the trivia. Oh, they used real cats for that.
Really? Oh my god.
Thanks, fuckers.
Jesus.
I'm sure they all died of natural causes and signed their permission to use their corpses.
Yeah, I bet.
But no, yeah, this is great. I highly recommend Twice Dead to anybody. This is a good time movie. Well, dude, that's it. We did it.
Beautiful.
This is my notes. I'm flapping my notes around. Folks, thank you for listening. Thank you for hanging out, Jeffrey. Thank you for using all of your chloroform on me while we were doing this episode.
Thank you for buying me this pizza.
Eat it right before bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna down this 40 ounce, and then I'm gonna shove this pizza in my mouth, and I'm going to turn on my electric blanket. It should go great.
And now everybody go have sex on their parents' bed.
Hello, This is the Doom Show is a proud member of the Legion Podcast Network. Please check out the other podcasts on legionpodcasts.com. If you'd like more Hello, This is the Doom Show, go to hellodoomshow.podomatic.com or go to doomedmoviethon.com for the archives. If that's still not enough, go to @doomedmoviethon on Twitter. You can write in to Hello, This is the Doom Show. Use the email doomedmoviethon@gmail.com. Doom Show episodes are available on record and 8-track cassette.